Everybody, now this is Sonia. Now I've come on here today because I wanted to show you, I have a different setup for my camera because I wanted to show you how to do some embroidery. Now I wanted to start out pretty much with the basics because I probably didn't show you, I'll tell you a lot of things as we were going along with other stuff because I've had a lot of people asking me questions about things. Now I've done this little bit of work on here, but then I realised that I should show you and tell you all about what we're doing first. Now, this is a piece of homespun fabric. Now, it is really good to work with. It's not a very good, when I say good quality maybe, because it wrinkles a fair bit, but it is really good to sew with and to sew on. You can use silk fabric, which is absolutely really amazing to work with as well. So this is the silk fabric here that I've used. It's only very thin. Now this stuff here is just for, well, you can use for embroidery. I've got a piece of stump work on this one that I've done, and I've actually got it backed with two more. I've got a backing of a bit of wool fibre there and a bit of calico, because I had to pull that all through to the back, and it's got wire in it. But when I'm using this sort of thing, we just need to have a nice piece of calico or something, because even if you use this, or a piece of linen is really good. And I think I've been showing you different things on a piece of linen type sort of thing. So that's that, because it's even weave and it's really easy, really nice to work with, beautiful stuff to work with. It's heavy and it's really good to work with. So I've showed you how to use that. But I thought today I'd show you about the homespun that is easy to come by. It looks a lot like calico, but most of the calico's got little flecks in it. See, it's got little flecks in it, and it's not actually something that, unless you're going for that sort of look on your work when you're finished. And this is like the calico, and it doesn't have the flecks in it, and you get it in all different colours. You can get it in heaps of colours. But the cream one I use a fair bit of. So even like with your 20s or whatever else you want to make, this is really good, or toys or things like that. It's good to use for that. But you sort of can get your shapes out and embroider them first, if you understand. Righto. Now, I ironed this because it's always wrinkly, so you want to press it really good. If you can't get the greases out, just get some water in a spray bottle and just squirt the water on there and just iron it. And I did this on a cotton thing on the iron because I didn't want it to burn. Oh, hang on a minute. It won't burn if you're careful. The cotton gauge on your iron will iron it out really good. You always must take note of that, what you're ironing, but you need to press your work. Always make sure that your hands are clean, because you don't want any greasy bits picking up, and our hands do pick up a lot of grease, so it doesn't matter what we're doing. I'm probably waving this all over the place, and I can see it, mind you, and I'm still not got it. Anyway, so I wanted to just show you, that's what you basically what you'll need. You'll need to have thread, of course, of all different sorts, and so also needles, depending on what style you want to make your work. If you want to use this sort of heavy look, which this really is, it's something that will go on the crazy patchwork. You can put it on, like I said, lots of different things, toys, to embellish them, like bears, or put them on, make it on edge of dolls' clothes. You could put it on lots of different things, or you can use a very fine thread, which is, you can have a piece of embroidery thread, and you just need to have one or two of these little bits here, okay, to work with. All right, so there's lots of things that you can learn to sew with. Now I did this because Amy said she didn't remember me showing you how to put the rick-rack on the fabric, but I thought I did. But anyway, I just did that a while ago and thought, well, I'm not taping this, I don't understand. You can use a hoop. I like to use a hoop, like I said, to be 4 I'm sure that if you've got one of those ones that have pictures in them, a plastic one, it works just as good. If you put a fine piece of thread, make sure your work is pulled really taut. You know, you want it to be really tight so it doesn't get away, and you can go along and work like that. Now, if you need to, and you want to make something in a shape of something or other, I did have a leaf shape here before, but I've also got this. See, the other reason I use this is because you can actually see through it. If you hold it up to the light there somewhere, you can see through it to trace with something like this, which is a transfer pencil, and there's lots of them out now. This one is a very old one, and you just trace around whatever shape you want to use, and then this actually will disappear after a while. Times I've put this onto something and not got back to it for a while, and my lines have disappeared that I put there to work on, see. So it'll just have a nice pink line, and then you can just draw around here to do whatever shape you want to do if you want to do your embroidery. So that's something that you can look at, finding one of those, because they're really good, the disappearing ink on your pencil. Now, I don't know that I've got a more modern one about. I did have a lot of them, but I didn't think I was going to be using them, so I don't think I've got them out handy anyway. I won't put this on here for the time being, because I think I just want to do another row of that just to show you how we did that. Okay, so I'm hoping that I'm not actually looking at the camera, I'm looking above it. I know, what are you going to do with me? But I cannot see. I'm going to get a bit thicker piece this time. I cannot see what I'm doing. I can't do what I'm doing and watch it at the same time. You know, I've only got. So I might put this bigger piece on there. So it's all decoration, isn't it? All nice decoration for lots and lots of different things. I have a piece of pink here somewhere that I wanted to use on that. And it's gone, so I can't see that now. What do I do with that roll of stuff? Oh dear. Oh, I've got a bit there, but it's not long enough. I'll have to change my mind, I guess, on the colour of the thread that I'm going to use on there. I don't believe this. It was sitting here 2 seconds ago because I thought, oh, that's nice, I'll use that one. Somebody pinched it on me. Ah! Okay, Sonia. Well, I got it already, didn't I? And now I've gone and lost it all. Because I have been trying all morning. I must say that I have been trying for hours to try and do something, and it failed on me really. Well, I found it now, just a giant big ball even, you know, just this great big ball. I couldn't even see it. And we're going to see that on there, aren't we? So I'm going to have a piece of this. Now this is a crochet thread, which I really love to use the crochet thread, especially when I'm doing have I got a time on this? I must have. Especially when I'm doing anything with the crazy patchwork, or don't know what it says on there. People might be able to see. It doesn't got any size or anything, but it's fairly thick. So we'll need a good needle for that, which is going to be able to hold the eye, which the eye, this is nowhere near the size it's going to need to fit in there. Look at that. This is not going to fit in that little tiny eye. You know what I found though? I have got a lot of needles, but I always found that the straw needles work the best. But I did find these here for doing sail making, carpet, and they're fairly, yeah, well, they mightn't be too bad. See, but he will make a hole big enough to follow the thread through. And that was on, they were on the bottom of the ordinary size needles, but because I'm using this, it's a big father type one, cotton thread. Because I've got this really heavy thread, I need it to make a nice hole to put that through, so it'll all come through behind it. And because I've got a nice big piece of rick-rack here, I want to keep that all in, you know, the same thingy. Right? So I'm just going to come up through the back. Now this should come through here really easy, and it did. If I could thread that through the smaller one, I could show you that it would not work if you tried to put it through a smaller needle. So we're going to go back through there. Now this is really easy to do, but it looks, can't find what I'm doing. It looks really awesome. I think it looks very interesting. You can put it on lots of things. I said people used to do it on aprons and things years ago, didn't they? But why can't we do that now? Why can't we do it in our work now? Because there's a lot of things back from the old days. But I remember when we were at school, we did this around the outside of our aprons. Oh dear, that's all right. Around the outside of our aprons, or supper cloth, or whatever things that we had to make. I don't know. Squares. There were squares, wasn't there? Checks. Anyway, so we go back up through here now, and I'm going to come back down here, and I'm going to make that a crossover. Okay, so that'll look pretty fancy. Okay, there we go. Now I've got these other ideas, and I found, like, I know that I've done many different bits of embroidery over the years, but I have so many things that I can show you how to do. So in a minute I might come back on here and show you how to make a grub or something. So with that, then you could probably go up through the centre of here and put a French knot, which is 2 wraps and a poke through there. Now you could do it in this sort of thingy. I mean, we need to get it in the centre somewhere. You do it like this, or you can just do a different colour. I mean, to the cross, whatever. A different colour to that. Okay. Now I actually have a bag over here. When I say a bag, it's a piece of work that I have been working on. I don't know how long for. I can honestly say I don't know how long for, but I can probably sneak over there in a second and show it to you. And just see what you can see what I've been doing. And you think that looks effective? Isn't that really nice? I really have a thing about these things. I really think they're pretty. I do. They work out really nice. They do. If I show you what I've been doing, you'll understand what I've. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I'll be a second. I just got to go over this way a bit. I have to hop up off the chair and go across here. And not bump anything, knock anything flying from your camera. I hope I leave that in the right place. You can't see anything what I'm doing there, can you? But I'll be back. I've just got to go across here and get this piece of work I've got. And it's been working on it for many for a long time. Right, and I'm back. Okay. Here we are. Now, this is my piece of work that I've been doing. It was going to be a bag when I finished. Look at that. My goodness me, I can't even get it all in this shot, can I? So I've got rick-rack sewn down, piece of ribbon sewn down, and it is way long, probably about 2 foot. Actually, this part here might have more work in it, I don't know. But isn't that a nice way to make a piece of fabric? Because that's what I'm really doing, aren't I? Started out with a piece of quilt. This is off a mattress thingy. That's what it's supposed to be. It's not off a mattress. It's called mattress material, and it has lines. See, so all you do is lay your work down, your piece of whatever you want to put. And then what I'm doing is going along and embroidering in between all that. See? I'm going along and just putting embroidery and embroidery. I don't know how long I've been doing it. Because I must say, it's not... I don't work on it a lot. I must be up to here. I'm doing little French knots across here. So maybe I should finish it, because when I have finished it, it's going to be a bag. I thought to myself, oh, son, you're going to have to cut it down. It's taking forever, but I really am enjoying doing this. And with the idea for the rick-rack, it just brought back to me that I have been actually working on this to try and, oh well, I'll get it done. It's really been a really good interest. Like, it was really good. You can just sit down and chill out and just do your stitches and make one of those. So if anybody wants any sort of idea, but I'm sure that it's all out there. I mean, if you just get the if you can find it, even if you find a piece of any sort of stripy fabric, but even if you want to just put lines on your piece of material, see, each one of these are covered. Each one's covered. It keeps you track of what you're doing and where you're up to. Okay, so that's that piece that I'm just working on there. But anyway, so okay, so I don't know why I keep doing these big sighs. I get oh dear. Anyway, I'll just do one more knot here, and I might even eventually take out that one and then come across and do the bigger one behind it. But that's what I've come on here now to show you today, because this has gone over 15 minutes. It'll take a little bit longer to upload, but I just wanted to show you that piece that I did. So that's how I did the ribbon. I put the ribbon down and put the cross. I put this work over the top of it. I was showing you the herringbone thing. I wasn't actually showing you how to put the ribbon on, but you can do the ribbon like that. You can also do that over this rick-rack one. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll be back in a minute to show you something else. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.